Welcome back everybody, my name is Miss Anna. In the lesson today, we're going to learn about the basics of how to multiply and divide fractions. Multiplying fractions is super easy. In fact, it is easier than adding fractions. And that is why you're going to learn it first. The result it is easier is because fractions are very just division problems. And multiplication and division get along much better than addition and division. Now I have the problem. 1/4 times 2/3 is the same as the problem 1 divided by 4 times 2 divided by 3. That means I've got both multiplication and division in the same problem. And because they get along so well, that means I can just rearrange our problem to look like this. Now it looks like multiplication problems being divided, and it looks just like a fraction. In fact, if we go ahead and do the multiplication, 1 times 2 equals 2, 4 times 3 equals 12, then we have a fraction. And it is the answer to our problem. So, what does this all mean? Well, it means that to multiply fractions, all you have to do is multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. Yup, this is your answer. Now I will show you how to multiply a fraction by a fraction. We have 3 steps. Step 1, multiply the numerators. Step 2, multiply the denominator. Step 3, write the product in the simple form. Let's try this problem. 2/3 times 4/5. Now we could revise the problem like we just saw, but that is not necessary as long as we remember the procedure. First, we know our answer is going to be a fraction. So let's go ahead and write a new fraction line for it. Next, we multiply the numerators. 2 times 4 equals 8. So 8 is the numerator of our answer. Last, we multiply the denominators. 3 times 5 equals 15. So 15 is the denominator of our answer. There we have it. 2/3 times 4/5 equals 8/15. It is super easy for you, right? Okay, now let's see next example. 1/2 times 4/3 times 3/5. Wait a minute, this had 3 fractions multiplied together. How do you do this problem? Don't worry, I will help you now. All we have to do is multiply all the numerators together, and then multiply all the denominators together, and we will have our answer. And this will work no matter how many fractions we have to multiply. On the top, we have 1 times 4 is 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. And on the bottom, 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 times 5 is 30. That means our answer is 12/30. So there you have it. Multiplying fraction is easy because a fraction is just another way of writing division problems. Second thing of the lesson today, I will show you how to divide a fraction by another fraction. But in order to understand how dividing fraction works, we first need to learn about something called a reciprocal. A reciprocal is just fancy math term for what you get when you switch the top and denominator of a fraction. For example, if you have the fraction 1/2 and then switch the top and the denominator, you will end up with 2/1. 2/1 is reciprocal of 1/2. And 1/2 is the reciprocal of 2/1. Okay, that is nice. But what do your reciprocals have to do with dividing fractions? Well, reciprocal lets us do a very cool trick that makes dividing fraction easy. wherever you have to divide something by a fraction, we can just multiply it by the reciprocal of that fraction instead and you will get the correct answer. And that is new because multiplying fraction is so simple. The trick of multiplying by the reciprocal works because fractions are really just mini division problems. So, when you multiply something by 1 over 2, it is the same as dividing by 2, then 2 is the denominator. And dividing by 2 is the same as dividing by 2 over 1. Because you can turn any number into a fraction by just writing a 1 at the denominator, right? But look, reciprocals. That is why multiplying by the 1 over 2 is the same as dividing by 2 over 1. And it is true all the ways around 2. So ready? You actually never have to divide fractions. You can just rewrite your division problem so that you are multiplied by the reciprocal instead. Then when you multiply, you will get the answer for the original division problem. As always, let's see a couple of examples of how this works so you will really understand. Let's try this problem. 3 over 7 divided by 5 over 8. Okay, the first thing we want to do is rewrite our problem. Instead of dividing by 5 over 8, we can multiply by the reciprocal instead. The reciprocal of 5 over 8 is 8 over 5. So our problem becomes 3 over 7 times 8 over 5. I just mentioned a mistake that a lot of students make when they first learn to divide fractions. Sometimes students take a reciprocal of the first fraction, or even the reciprocal of both fractions. But you only want to take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, now that our problem has been changed to multiplication, it's easy. Just multiply the numerator. 3 times 8 equals 24. And multiply the denominators. 7 times 5 equals 35. Now we have the answer to our fraction division problem. 3 over 7 divided by 5 over 8 is 24 over 35. So that is pretty easy, but let's try one more example. 10 over 21 divided by 5 over 7. The first thing we want to do is to rewrite our problem. We will change the divided by 5 over 7 into times 7 over 5. On the top, we have 10 times 7 equals 70. On the bottom, we have 21 times 5 equals 105. So the answer to our division problem is 70 over 105. Alright, that is how you divide fractions. You just multiply by the reciprocal and you have your answer. Now, let's try an exercise. Exercise, the shop has 50 kilograms sugar. In the morning, the shop sold 10 kilograms of sugar. In the afternoon, the shop sold 3 over 8 of the rest. How many kilograms of sugar did the shop sell? First, you can find the keywords in this problem. This is 50 kilograms sugar. So 10 kilograms sugar. So 3 over 8 of the rest. And the question is, how many kilograms of sugar did the shop sell? Second, we have a shop has 50 kilograms sugar. In the morning, the shop sold 10 kilograms. Then the rest of the sugar in shop is 50 minus 10 equals 40 kilograms. In the afternoon, the shop sold 3 over 8 of the rest. So you take 3 over 8 times 40. In the top, we have 3 times 40 equals 120. In the bottom, 8 times 1 is 8. Then the answer is 120. Then the answer is 120 over 8 or 50 kilograms. Last, the total amount of sugar the soft serve is 10 plus 15 equals 25. This is the solution of exercise. Okay students, that's all the lesson today. Today we learned about multiply and division fractions. Don't forget to follow this step above and practice with them. Goodbye and see you in the next video.